And Shannon Strength Reload week number 5. I kind of play around with some log press, to Viper's press style this week. Do some more axle, of course. Always working on that. And then some behind the neck, actually, and kind of get back in my deadlift routine. I'm pretty, I don't know, disoriented. I don't really have a contest to train for. So I'm just kind of doing, I don't know, like random stuff right now at the gym. Playing around different log presses, from Viper press to the split jerk to just trying to get stronger in the front rack position. Uh, yeah, I played around with all kinds of different modalities and accessory moves to kind of strengthen my log. And there was a Viper press. I think that was 180. Yep, did 180. Then I did a kind of another set, did 2 sets here, 180 for another one. For 2. Actually, it was 150, I think the first set was. Never mind. The first set was 150. So this is 180, did a Viper, then did a push press. Again, I think the Viper press may be something I can really, because I can really explode on my lap. And maybe I need to exploit that, because I've always been a good stone loader, good at loading events, and have that good triple extension. And just get myself under the log while it has momentum and force it up. That may be something I really need to try to look into to playing around with. And again, I really don't have a contest to shoot for to peak, so I'm kind of all over the map right now. Just kind of doing 2x2s, 3x3s, and then whatever my max weight or max heavy single for the day, do a drop set of 75% to 85%, and try to do like a set of 10, which has usually got me strong. No joke. Let's see, then this is my drop set here, and this is let's see what it was. Yeah, I did set a 10 of 150. Again, mostly push pressing. I feel like the more I train right now, the weaker I feel in my rack position. And that goes for axle as well. I mean, my rack position just does not feel weak. I feel like I spend so much time warming up. Something ain't clicking. Something ain't jiving this cycle. I got to figure it out, regroup, and we do more accessory stuff like to warm up with. All right, so here's some axle. Again, I think I played around with some split jerk on these. It's half. I did like my warm up was half push press, half split jerk. So I do like a set of 8 or something at a weight, and do like 4 and 4, 4 split jerk, 4 push press. And I work my way up to, I did an attempt at 250, which you'll see here later on, which I zero. But that's okay. That's kind of where I was at last season. So my strength is kind of back to where it was at already in these 5 weeks. But I want more, I'm not tired of being complacent. I need to figure out what I need to do to break through this glass ceiling that I'm currently at. And again, some more. I think this was a set of, there's not been a single 225 actually. I do believe. Yep, single at 220. No, it's actually, this could be 200 for 3. I'm not sure it's on the screen. I can't really tell the screen because this video editor is blurred out right at the moment. Okay, that's it done. Yeah, I don't even feel like my clean right now is as strong as it was back in December. Just even the belt clean. I mean, well, my straight clean is probably the same, but I don't know. There's something I'm not nailing quite correctly on my belt clean right now. can't figure out what that is. And I've had a little bit of right shoulder issue. All right, so there. I think I failed on that one. That was probably the 250 fail. And then this is probably my drop set of 175. Yeah, so I went up to my heaviest single was about 225. So what I did was 75% of that for a drop set. I did 4 that was split jerk. And then after a little rest, I'll come back just for that push press. Just getting some volume in. And like I said, that 75 to 85% range for 8 to 10 has always been good, building some base strength for me. Yeah, so not an overly exciting week of training thus far. I'm kind of getting back in my routine. Log on Monday, axle on Thursday. Tuesday's always kind of a leg squat, some kind of squat variation day. I'm kind of wanting to get my squat back up a little bit. I think it's been down because I played around. I played around with doing like box squat this, box squat that. Yeah, so I'm just getting back to good old fashioned back squat. I'm gonna try to peak it up a little bit. I had in my head I want to do a 405 for a set of 10. I don't know if I care. I think sets of 3, I just want to be strong with it. I don't care about ripping that out. Maybe go later on or in future once I get strong enough. Maybe once I hit 495 for like some triples or 500 for some triples, just drop down to 405 and set of 10 will feel easy. That's kind of what I've been doing with my squat this week. And again, as my deadlift comes up, my squat usually joins the party. And this was a good deadlift week. I went to a little different gym. This is Corbin Wellness Center. Close to where I work. Yeah, it's good. I like the platforms there. And they just have power bars. I don't think they have any really specific deadlift bars, and this is fine because I want to work on that power off the floor and just pulling through the shin. That's my sticking spot, somewhere kind of mid shin. Usually if I can get it to my knee, or above the knee especially, I'm good. I can lock it on out. Good glute strength. So set of 3 to 500. Had some looks. Had some little fan club going. It's just kind of cool. Go to a random gym, and once you start pulling some weight, people start noticing. It's fun. Sometimes I just want to go in and work though. I just kind of zone out, listen to my music, and just want to pick up some stuff. But sometimes people, want to talk to you, and that's fine. I love giving tips, love helping people. It would never turn anybody away. But yeah, sometimes when you're especially getting in that zone and trying to get that work in and trying to get that endurance and just keeping your heart rate up. And I don't like to rest a ton between sets. I get cold, I feel like, quick. It's like why I really don't take many rest days off. Maybe I need a couple rest days, but I don't think they help squat for me. Maybe it's mental. Maybe it's all in my head. I don't feel like a lost puppy if I didn't get on the volume and stuff that I get currently in, and I don't feel like I get enough. Like right now, I did some for week 6 here, which will be the next video. I did a log axle ladder, and I didn't feel like I got the volume in. I wanted to do after that, just do some incline axle press. Just at a big weight, a good weight, 225 to 250 for reps. Didn't get to do it. I just didn't have enough time. It's been an hour and a half. All right, so this is my top set here. Did 3x3. I did do a top single at 550 right before this, actually. 500 felt good, so I just put 550 on there. I pulled it for a single with no straps, just mixed grip, yanked it off the floor. That's what probably got the looks when I did that. Most people don't expect, in a commercial gym, just hanging out. There are some power lifters at this gym, though, occasionally. But anyway, so that was my top set of 525 for 3. And then Saturday is kind of always an events day, and it's usually some kind of overhead event. I just was inspired by the Arnold Strongman Classic coming up here in 2025, and thought I'd try the behind the neck. I've seen a lot of guys doing this, so I warmed it with like a PVC pipe. I played around with just push pressing it, split jerking it, like a wide snatch grip on the bar, which was kind of hard coming out of that rack. I had to basically get on the back of my neck thing, put it out in the snatch grip kind of style. So yeah, I mean, that was a fail, I think, at 200. So I mean, I've never done this that I can never recall. And again, I've been so playing around. I mean, I'm probably gonna play around and get myself hurt if I don't find a contest soon to focus on. Haven't really looked, I guess, a lot for contests. I've just been trying to get my strength back to where it was, and then kind of go from there. Maybe once I can hone in and focus in on something, you know, maybe really try to peak it. So this should be 200 for a successful rep, I think. Or was this the 200 for the fail? So. One of them I hit in the back of my head. One of them I knocked my hat off. So yeah, I definitely would have to play. I was just surprised I had good enough mobility to get what I got on the behind the neck. I'm kind of proud of that actually, because my shoulders are probably not quite the most mobile. My long arms might help with my shoulder mobility. Yep, nailed it. Looks like I nailed that one. Held it for a second. Got the good call. There we go. All right, and see, next rep. Again, I can't tell my video editor, so I've got all these labeled in the video, but I can't see the label as I'm watching and talking through it. It's all digitized and kind of worked out on my end. But yeah, I'm making an attempt at 225, and I gave it a couple tries. I was not successful, but super close. Again, kind of played around with both versions, split jerk. In my split, you can't hardly call it a split. I would really have to do a lot of repetitions to get that split to widen up and to make that an actual functional, doable thing for me. And especially like in the competition. Unless it was like lightweight and I felt like the split would help me get a few reps at the end. So like 200 reps. God, I haven't seen weight like that since I was a novice.